Okay, so we've got our standoff screws all laid out, and we placed the motherboard inside. As you can see, my finger right here is on the onboard DVI video. I use that to basically guide the board through the back of the case, just so I can get that lined up with the plate that we installed in the first video. You know, it takes a little finagling moving around, but just make sure your holes are lined up. Now I want to get the screws ready. Get the bag that came with your case. There should be the standoff screws and the other screws. Every once in a while there are smaller screws mixed in, so be sure to look at these screws and make sure that there's not two sizes in the bag. You want the size that fit in the standoffs. Grab a few, put them in your hand, and try to get yourself a magnetic screwdriver. It'll save yourself a lot of trouble. If you don't have a magnetic screwdriver, just use the equivalent Phillips head. Put your finger on the head of the screw so it doesn't fall off. Eyeball all the holes to make sure you can see the threads in the case. You do not want to strip any of the case's threads. Now I'm going to put the screws into the holes. I start with the first outside corner. I do start with the inside corner every once in a while, but I like to get the outside corner. That way the inside corner is a little bit easier to finagle in. There is one spot that you need to look for, because you must put in all these screws unless you want to take the risk of vibration. Under the ram stick, where they are seated in, you can see right here. Under the clips that seat the ram in, there's usually always a hole hiding underneath there. Flip it up, put the screw in there, screw it in tight. You should be all set.